actually lying down in your bed right now, or maybe you're sitting on a sofa, but on those soft surfaces, you are not lying down or sitting alone. In these soft surfaces, you have bacteria, dust mites, allergens, and that is what Raycop is all about. Raycop is a company that focuses on cleaning the unseen in our homes and doing it with this device on soft surfaces that we're unable to put into our washing machine. And so what we love about this is that this has something called UV light. And these UV lights here are killing bacteria as I'm going back and forth. And then there's a pulsating brush underneath. And what is that doing? That's loosening the little claws of dust mites. With the dual HEPA filtration system, we actually are sucking up those dust mites and all those allergens and making for a cleaner home in a way that you've never been able to do before. Now, I'm going to show you the claims immediately before we keep going, because this changed my life. And actually, stay tuned, because I'm going to show you what I pulled up from my home with the Raycop earlier. So the Raycop RN, and this is the latest model, it has HEPA filtration. So it is going to remove 99.97% of dust mite matter, dirt, pollen, and pet dander as small as 0.3 microns. And you might say, you know what, Rachel, that's fine. I have a vacuum cleaner that does that. But guess what? Raycop sanitizes. The Raycop RN vacuum with the UV light changes the game. It can eliminate 99.9% of influenza A virus in 5 seconds. And then bacterial removal of E. coli and staph after 10 seconds, 99.9%. And then in just 3 minutes, 90% of dust removal. And that's thanks to the Raycop. Now, I'm going to invite you to do me a favor. I'm going to invite you to share your story, because we've actually sold previously a Raycop Lite. It was very, very popular. And in fact, if you go online right now, it's on wait list. The Raycop Lite is the entry level. This is the Raycop RN, the latest with more bells and whistles. And our today's special value price is actually less than the Raycop Lite. Now, if you actually own the Lite, we invite you to call us. We're at 1-800-395-1601. We'd love for you to share your story. Here's the thing, we're really excited about this because it's not just cleaning, it's cleaning and sanitizing in a way that your vacuum cleaners cannot do. So here's the features, and I'm going to explain this to you with a guest in a moment, but I want you to know how this is different. So not only is it going to remove the dust and hair and pet hair and certain allergens and bacteria, which makes it different, it is also going to lift up with this pulsating brush the claws of dust mites and suck them up. The ultraviolet light technology is what sanitizes, and the suction ventilation means that when you are on these soft surfaces, think couch, mattress, pillows, those big easy chairs that you have, the soft, fluffy toys that your children walk around with, or the blankets that you lay down on the floor for the baby to crawl on. This is going to clean and sanitize. And the RN is the step up. So we want you to know that it's great if you own pets, if you have little kids, if you've got long hair and you shed all that. It's got a larger dust cup. It has a larger cleaning path. It also has an air ventilation system. That means that suction is going to work. I'm going to turn this on later. That suction is going to work, but it's also not going to pull the fabric. And then underneath, with this pulsating brush head, that is the one that releases the claws of the little dust mites. The item number is V37195. It's called the Raycop RN. It's the handheld UV allergen vacuum. That says a lot. And fabric sanitizer. The RN is already customer top rated. Let me share with you value, because this is our first Raycop Today's special value. It's also the lowest price Raycop RN we've ever done, and it will be the lowest price RN we have for the entire year. So instead of spending $229.98 today as our today's special value, we have it at $80 less at $149.98, 6 monthly payments of $25, and free shipping and handling. Now, I invited you to share your story. We do have customer reviews on this, and we'll be rolling those through in a little bit, because They are raving about this, the reviews, and we already have over 2,000 of these picked up. Remember I said we presented the light earlier? Previously, the light is on wait list right now, and if you were to go look at the price of the light, when it comes back in stock, is $40 more than this right now. Again, the item number is V37195. I want to introduce you to my guest who's going to be on the phone for the hour. Her name is Kylie Watts. She is one of our experts when it comes to problem solution. This is really about changing the game when it comes to cleaning the sofa, the mattress, the pillows, the blankets, the stuffed animals, the soft surfaces that cannot fit into a washing machine. Nice to see you or hear from you, Kylie.
Hi, Rachel. It's so nice to be talking with you, too. I'm super excited to be on the line with you.
Me too. And you know, I know that you shared with me that this is a patented technology and there's a four-prong approach in order to be able to clean and sanitize. Will you share that with us?
Absolutely. So the Raycop RN is probably unlike any other cleaning tool that you have at your home because not only does it vacuum those microscopic particles that you spoke of, it sanitizes those hard to launder fabric surfaces. So as you pointed out, our couches, our mattresses, our bedding, our pillows, and that patented RayClean technology combines a pulsating brush roll, a very specific calibrated suction, dual filtration and UV light, so it does things that our traditional vacuum just cannot do. And when used properly, it has the ability to tackle those microscopic particulates down to 0.3 microns in size, many of them being very common allergens, and can also kill 99.9% of staph and E. coli with 10 seconds of exposure and 99.9% of influenza A virus with 5 seconds of exposure. So it's a pretty incredible device.
And those are serious claims. You know what? I'm going to show you, I'm going to jump the gun and just show you that I use the Raycop on my sofa at home. I have a dog and 2 cats, and I had actually vacuumed before. And again, I'm just going to reiterate, what makes this different is that this is able to remove not only that pet dander and the hair and the dust and particulate matter, but it gets on in there and gets that dust mite poo, and dust mite eggs, and then goes into the bacteria field as well. I know that, Kylie, you actually give us a home tour because it's a four-pronged approach, so we'd love to share that video with you as you're watching because this really changes the game. It's what is the secret sauce behind this system?
No, definitely. It's a great video. It shows you all of the things that I would love to be doing live in the studio, but shot from my home.
Hey everyone, welcome to my kitchen now. I've set up some of my favorite demonstrations that we usually do for you live in the studio to really show you the effectiveness and the clean that Raycop's going to give you. It uses a patented technology called RayClean technology. And what is that? That is a 4-part system that combines calibrated suction, a pulsating brush roll, dual filtration, one of them being a HEPA filter, so you know that's good in capturing small particulates. Then it's got that UVC light to sanitize. So we're going to go through each of those phases and really show you. So first up, we have this box right here that's filled with these little balls. Now imagine they are microscopic particles. This could be that dust mite, that dreaded allergen that we all have inside of our home. And what happens with them is they're embedded inside of that fabric. So the pulsating brush roll is important because when that starts moving and vibrating, it's going to help them loosen their grip, and that suction is going to get them all up and out. Now, when we turn this on, first thing you'll notice is that vibration makes them start to move, and that suction is lifting them up. So again, this could be that dust mite or any of those little allergens that they have embedded in those surfaces. Even when I turn this to the side, you'll see the power that's there, almost forming that cyclone technology, getting those particulates up and out. Now, let's move on to that filtration. So 2 filters inside of this. The first one is this big dust cup filter. This is removable and washable and reusable. And you can see this actually came from my own house on my couch. That's human hair, pet fur, dust. That's what you're going to capture in that big particulate bin right here. Then in the back of the unit lives that HEPA filter. I took the HEPA filter out to show you. This is a fine filter that's going to capture things down to 0.3 microns in size. So that is your dander, the pollen, a lot of those common allergens that we all have inside of here. This does need to be replaced probably about a year to a year and a half, depending upon the usage with this, but the machine will let you know when it's time for a new one. Then we move on to that UV light. Now, what the folks at Raycop did was sent me a unit where we took out the suction just so we could really focus on that light. The light is a 6.5-inch bar that's underneath the unit. This, with 10 seconds of exposure, will kill 99.9% of things like E. coli and staph and influenza A with only 5 seconds of exposure. It's also going to change and alter the DNA of that unhatched eggs of the dust mite, so it reduces the hatch rate, which is super gross, but we all have them. And what I want to do is actually turn my lights off so you can really see how effectively this is cleaning. Because what we did was fill this box with a polyfill out of a pillow. So this could be in your pillows and your comforters. And what you'll notice is that it's not just sanitizing on the top of the surface, it's actually sanitizing all the way down. So you have that peace of mind of knowing you're getting that great Raycop clean.
You know, we're going to remind you of what this can actually do, and I'm going to give you a tour. But as Kylie was going over those things, let's remind you that overall, this has HEPA filtration. What that means is that it is going to remove 99.97% of dust mite matter, dirt, pollen, and pet dander as small as 0.3 microns. That's HEPA filtration. And you're probably saying, Rachel, I've got a vacuum cleaner that does that. Yes, it does. But that's only one component of this Allergen vac. The other is the sanitizing part. And that's where that UV light comes in. So Raycop RN, the RN version, this light can eliminate 99.9% of influenza A virus when exposed to the UV light for 5 seconds. And then it can eliminate, as in kill, E. coli and staph 99.9% after 10 seconds of exposure, and then 90% of dust removal after 3 minutes. I want to give you a tour of this because Kylie was doing a great job there from the video, but I just want to share with you. I'm going to turn this on, and I do want you to know that when you use this at home, when you turn it on, the light will come on when you're running it over fabric, but it won't when you do this. We actually put covers over the sensor here so you can see. But here is that pulsating brush roll. That's the brush roll that Kylie was talking about that agitates the little claws of dust mites, which, by the way, are translucent in the spider family things that you can't see with the naked eye. Hello, dust mites. Where are they? Thousands of them are in our beds and in our sofas and in our soft items that we have in our homes because they feed on skin, on dead skin cells. So that's part of it, the pulsating brush. This UV light is your sanitizing key. And Raycop really focuses on cleaning some of the unseen in our homes, and that's what's going on here. So that's what makes it different from any vacuum cleaner you have in your home. I'm going to turn this off because this is the dust cup. You just pull it out, and then here, of course, when you click the sides, my hands have lotion on them. Here is your filtration system right there, and I'm going to show you Kylie's little, her little bucket too from her house. Click that back in. The HEPA filter is actually back here because, as we mentioned, it is a dual system. So the HEPA filter is back here, and I can take it out, and there's the HEPA filter. So it's super easy to care for, and it is super clean. It is about 4 pounds, and it is about 14 by 17 inches or so. Let me share with you, this is Kylie's dust box. So she got that from her home. Looks really ooky and icky. And what is that? Pet hair, human hair, dust, debris, particulate matter. Who is this for? Any person who has soft surfaces in your home. And we are actually going to talk about dust mites. We're going to talk about dust poo. We're going to talk about dust mite eggs. None of that sounds good, but thousands of them are living with you in your home and in my home. And this is one of the answers that you're not going to get from a regular vacuum cleaner. That's why we're so excited about it. And I have my little cup here that I was like, oh, this is really ooky. But so many people love it because, again, it's an Allergen vac that cleans and sanitizes. And so this demonstration, Kylie's going to help me walk through because this is one that is going to simulate dust mite presence. Kylie, take it away.
That's right, Rachel. You're so funny. I'm watching you. Oh, it's so gross to think about all of those things that could potentially be living in those hard to launder fabric surfaces. But you're right. We all have them. So the best way we could think to show you guys really the effectiveness of this was to use a particulate you can see. So what we did was cover this surface with baby powder. simple particulate, but something you can see. So Rach, if you could cover it over with that blue sheet now that everybody has seen what is on top of this. And I want you to take the Raycop RN and start cleaning. Now, the big thing with the Raycop RN is this is not meant to replace your traditional vacuum. You're going to use this in conjunction with, and it's a little bit different because you want to go slow with this. Take your time. Think of it like